Hey, it's Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining. Today I'm going to tell you the 5 things you may or may not know about the Louis Vuitton Speedy. So the Speedy was the first handbag of Louis Vuitton, which is also its most iconic handbag. I would say the iconic handbag. It was designed in 1930 as a smaller interpretation of the travel keepall, and it was first called the Express. So the name Speedy embodies the spirit of travel on the go, jet setting. The first Speedy that was created is 30 centimeters wide, that is this size here, and it was meant as a travel accessory for the traveler to have his or her own personal effects as nearby as possible, while her keepall was under the plane or in the back of the car. And the Speedy always has the signature lock and key available. So how did the Speedy get so popular? In 1959, Audrey Hepburn requested a Speedy 25 as a handbag, not to use for travel, but to use for every day. And this was featured in the movie Roman Holiday. From there, the Speedy 25 was born, and so was the popularity of Audrey's handbag, in which it became the brand's signature handbag. So the numbers on the bag: Speedy 20, Speedy 25, Speedy 30, 35, 40, 45, refers to the width of the bag in centimeters. The Speedy Bandeau was introduced in 2011, and Bandeau is just a fancy French word for the strap of your bag, the band. A big distinction of the Bandeau version is that you will see 2 leather strips up each side of the side panels, which creates reinforcement so that you can carry the bag crossbody. The Bandeau version also has 2 zippers as opposed to the 1 zipper. The lock actually locks the 2 zippers together, whereas on the regular Speedy, the zipper locks to this portion right here. Now, another thing to know is that the Speedy is made with 3 pieces of canvas. So 1 continuous portion here, and 2, 3. Really, guys, some people look at this and go, oh my gosh, why is the LV upside down? It must be a fake. No, it is actually 1 continuous piece, so one side always has to be upside down. Now, some dead giveaways of a fake Speedy is if you see the logo right side up on both sides, most likely there is a seam at the bottom of the bag, and that is a dead giveaway for a fake Speedy because it is always going to be 1 continuous piece. Another dead giveaway of a fake Speedy is if your Speedy has metal feet at the bottom. As you see, this one does not. The Speedy is made with a coated canvas, which is a 5-step treatment process unique to Vuitton. Not just the Speedy, but any of the canvas, monograms, and damier that you see in Vuitton. The print is actually worked into the canvas, so some fakes are very obvious, although some fakes can still look very real. As an associate, we did experience people who are not familiar with Vuitton and would be so shocked to find out the bag is not leather and they're paying thousands of dollars. Oh my god, and this bag is not leather. You are paying for the uniqueness of this material. It is made to behave like leather. It was made to cross the Atlantic on a ship, and this is a material that was so unique, created by Louis Vuitton. Nobody else had this material. Now, let's just be honest, for the other thousands of dollars, you're paying for the privilege of wearing that LV logo. Other things to note: an original Vuitton bag will always have untreated vachetta cowhide leather on the bag, which means they come out pretty white with maybe a little beige tinge, and they will patina over time. This is how you will know over time if your Speedy or your Vuitton piece is authentic. The monogram pieces have vachetta leather. Some of the newer versions have colored leather. That's another story. Now, if you choose a damier piece, those leather handles are always going to be deep chocolate dyed. So the damier handles will not have vachetta and they will not patina. The purpose of the vachetta leather untreated is that the marks that you'll get on your bag are part of your traveling journey. So please don't worry if your bag gets watermarks, any type of stain that you might encounter along the way. It gives the bag character. If you really can't handle that, go with a damier bend piece in which the leather is already deep dyed chocolate brown, and you won't have to worry about any type of color change. Personally, I think the honey patina is so beautiful, and like I said, just goes with the brand. To protect your handles to your Speedy or any handbag, and to add some style and color, is to wrap the handles of your bag with a beautiful silk bandeau. Personally, I don't really care if the logo on the scarf is whatever, just because I'm using it for color and I'm using it for protection, to protect the handle from any lotion or oils that I have in my hand inevitably will get on the handle of the bag. So I am a fan of the bandeau. I actually really didn't learn about it until I worked for VUITTON, which they just throw you on the floor and don't even teach you how to wrap the handle. Other tips on how to take care of your VUITTON, especially if it's an older bag, you do want to make sure you condition it with a leather conditioner. And like I said, this piece is canvas, so people don't know that you can actually condition it with leather conditioner because it's meant to behave like leather. That is going to give us its suppleness and take some of the dirt off, but also give it a nice shine. The leather conditioner also works great to clean up the leather handles. Now, this bag has already been patinaed for over 20 years, but when my mom used it, she did not wrap the handles, so these portions of the handles were very, very dark, and the leather conditioner was actually able to take that away. With that said, if you have a brand new bag that has not yet been patinaed, you do not want to use a leather conditioner because any type of moisture that gets on that untreated leather will instantly change the color. I know there's like certain sprays that bloggers have used to keep the patina from even changing or helping it to patina more evenly. As a sales associate, they never recommended that. Other things to know if you have a regular Speedy that is not a bandoulet. Do not do this. Do not clip your crossbody strap to the D-rings. It is not meant to support the weight, and you can eventually damage your bag or damage that stitching of the shapes to the bag if you are not distributing the weight correctly. I've also seen someone punch a hole into this tab here and put a crossbody strap this way. I was mortified. Mortified. It's not meant to carry the weight of the bag, which is why the bandoulet version has those two leather straps on each side. Yes, I know that adds a lot of cost. Last thing, did you know that the Speedy lies flat? Most VUITTON bags, especially the travel bags, are meant to lie flat for easy storage. Check out your Neverfull, it does the same. However, I know most people do not like to store it this way because, yes, the leather will crease. So I do like to stuff mine with newspaper, put it in the dust bag, and then put it on a shelf or on top of my dresser. Lastly, as of today, March 2022, the cost to replace all the leather on your vintage Speedy is $540. Some people really prefer buying vintage VUITTON pieces, especially Speedies, because the construction is pretty much the same. But it is true that vintage canvases are a little bit different from the brand new canvases. There was some chemical that was taken away, like a cancer-causing chemical. If you've seen my previous videos, I'm all for buying the Speedy pre-loved because you can really get a deal. These bags are really expensive, brand new. Lastly, what I love about the Speedy is you will always find these great limited edition pieces. The Speedy really is a work of art that literally artists have put art on. With that said, I'm going to leave you a carousel of some of these special edition Speedies over the years. Thank you so much for joining, guys. My name is Michelle. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button, and I will see you soon. Bye.